talking about the Darling Valentina set in Royal High. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hit that bell notifications so you get notified every time I upload. So today I will be talking about the Darling Valentina set in Royal High and what will happen to the Darling Valentina set. What I mean by what will happen to it is it's very high demand right now. Will it be high demand when it comes back out? Who knows? Let's take a look at the Darling Valentina set. This is the Darling Valentina set. We have the Darling Valentina lace bodice, the Darling Valentina morning and evening skirt, the Darling Valentina lace cuffs, the Darling Valentina lollipop heels. This is a very, very high demand currently, but will it be high demand after Valentine's Day is the question. Since it will have been out for 2 years now, since you could have gotten this last year in 2020, so if it does come back in 2021, then it might not be as high demand. Let me give an example by the Shadow Empress set. I don't have many items from the Shadow Empress set, but I do have the Shadow Empress boots, and I think this is a perfect example of what the topic is. If you see these Shadow Empress boots, if you had these in Royal High in like I think they came out in 2019. Yeah, they did come out in 2019. If you had these 2 years ago, then they would be so high tier. People would be asking you non-stop if you could trade them. But now that they've been out for 2 years in a row, people aren't really looking for them in Royal High anymore. Every time I went into a server, there was someone who was asking for Shadow Empress boots. And that hasn't happened very often now. I haven't seen anybody asking for Shadow Empress boots since the Halloween event started last year. So I think that after it's been out for 2 years now, I think people stopped asking for it because they could actually save their diamonds and get it, and they could save it ahead of time, which things like that. I think that might happen to the Darling Valentina set. Of course, all the sets are amazing, and either way, it's still going to be worth a lot, but with the Shadow Empress set, with my example, I think that's going to be how the Darling Valentina set will be. Along with the other Royal High items, 𝕃𝕒𝕥𝐿𝐴. If they bring back the 𝕃𝕒𝕥𝐿𝐴, or if they rework it or something, I honestly think it won't be high tier as much as it is now, and my reasoning is because, of course, the Shadow Empress boots and things like that, they're still going to be a little bit high tier because the Shadow Empress boots were 40,000 diamonds, but the 𝕃𝕒𝕥𝐿𝐴 is like 15k, which isn't that much. I could probably get that in like 30 minutes maybe. So the 𝕃𝕒𝕥𝐿𝐴 is 15k. If they rework it, they might bring up the price. Like, they actually might bring up the price because if you've been at Royal High for a long time, then you know that the Cottage Princess skirt was not 10,000 diamonds before it got reworked. The Ballroom Entrance skirt was not 16,500 diamonds before it got reworked. So items that get reworked, they bump up the price a little bit, which I would understand, but if you already have it, it will get reworked and you don't have to buy it. But if they do rework it, I honestly think it won't be as high demand. But with items like the parasol, since they make a new one every year, which hopefully they'll have one this year too, since they make a new one every year, they're still going to be worth something. And as the years pass, they're going to be worth more because they were OG items, like how the 2019 parasol is. That one is worth more than the 2020 parasol, even though the 2020 parasol is 10,000 or 8,000 more diamonds than the elegant parasol from 2019. And just because since this one came before this one, it's higher tier than the other one, not depending on price. So either way, as the years go by, the parasols every single year will be top tier. But if you have an OG one, that'll be a high rank than the other parasols that have come out. With most of the other Valentine's Day items, I think with the Valentine's items, the only thing that's different with these and why they'll be probably still worth more than how Shadow Empress and Starfrost and all those other sets are, it's because this is the shortest month of the year. February is the shortest month of the year, so you have less time to get it. Therefore, it's still going to be worth more. There's a couple days short of the Valentine's Day items. and the Valentine's Day event comes out a few days after the month starts, so there's not a lot of time to get the Valentine's Day items. But I honestly think those ones will still be pretty high tier, not as high tier as now, but I still think they'll all be pretty high tier if you trade them in the trading hub. But this is all we have today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget that subscribe button down below, like this video, and I'll see you next time.